Okay. First, supplementary angle. We'll start with supplementary for you guys. Supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are angles, or two angles whose sum of their measures is 180 degrees. That's supplementary. So every time you read the word supplementary, you need to think in your head that two angles add to 180. Okay? You read the word supplementary, you think two angles add to 180. Okay? Complementary. If you read the word complementary angles, it's pretty much the same definition. Two angles whose sum of their measures is 90 degrees. Again, you read the word complementary. Every time you think two angles add to 90. Two angles add to 180. Absolutely every time. If you're not doing that, you're going to have an issue. Okay? Okay, let's go on. I'm going to do the first 6. Then you and your row partner are going to do 7 through 13 together. You're going to come to an agreement as to what those answers are. And then we're going to move on from there. Okay? So right now, we're going to do 1 through 6 together. We're going to do 1 through 6 together. So name a pair of complementary angles. Complementary angles would be, a version of that would be two angles that add to 90. So angle and DOF. FOD, either one. Bod and DOF. Okay, next. Name two right angles. Two angles that add to 90 degrees. Angle JOB. Get yourself a JOB. And then what? BOF. BOF. Okay, name 3 pairs of adjacent supplementary angles. What does adjacent mean? Next to. What specifically next to what? Not just next to each other, but share common ray. Yes. Yeah. Next to each other. Visually, they look like they're next to each other, but they also share a ray in common. Okay, they share a ray in common. So, by the way, supplementary and complementary angles don't necessarily have to be adjacent. Okay? They do not necessarily have to be adjacent. They can just be written like this. These two can be complementary, but they're not adjacent, right? They're not adjacent. They're just close to each other. They don't share a ray. So, but they add to 90. They can be complementary if they don't add to 90. Anyway, so adjacent supplementary. Did you get one pair? Angle what? JOF. You mean I think I know. Angle HOF. Angle JOB and angle BOF. Yeah, they do. This one's 90, which means that one has to be 90. What, is there a third set? Yeah. I actually don't think there's a third set. I think that question's wrong. There's not a third set. There's only 2 pairs. Because this set adds up to 105, 90, or 175. And this set adds up to 105. All right, let's keep going. Find the measure of an angle. So this is 2 pairs. Find the measure of an angle that is complementary to angle JOH. I am not asking you to find the name of an angle in the picture. I just want the measure. So just find the measure. So what's the measure of JOH? You guys start there. JOH is 85. So what plus 85 is 95. So the answer is 5 degrees. I'm not asking you for the name of it. I'm asking you for the measure. All right, next one. Measure of An angle is so something that adds to DOF. So find where DOF is. Something that added to DOF gives us 180. So DOF is 33. So what plus 33 is 180? 147, is that right, guys? Subtract it. Good. Let's go to the next one. BOH. Find the measure of BOH. Okay, that would be from here to there. So that's 90 plus 85, right? 90 plus 85, which is 175. And then we'll do name a pair of complementary angles. Just a pair. Oh, yep. The rest of them work with your row partner and answer 7 through 13. Okay? So, here we go. Name a pair of complementary angles. There's really just there's two sets. ZMT and angle TMS. That's one set. And the other set is WMR and angle RMS. You can flip the S and the R or the R and the W, that's fine. But that has to be in the center on all of it. Name two right angles. Name two right angles. W or angle WMS and ZMS. Yep. Find the measure of angle that is complementary to YMZ. YMZ is 32. So what plus 32 is 90? What plus 32 is 90? What is it? 58? 58 degrees. 90 minus 32, 58. Find the measure of angle that is supplementary to WMT. WMT. Supplementary to that. Right? That angle right there, that angle is 120. WMT is 120. You guys know what we got that? 35 plus 55 plus 30, which is 120. All right? So what plus 120 is 180? 60. Okay, next one. Find the measure of x and y. X and y. This whole thing is 120. Or 180, rather. That whole thing's 180. If you realize that, then label that in the picture, and then you might be able to see that it's 180, then minus 120, minus 32, which is 28. Yep. Is YMT a right angle? No. Why? Because? No, because it's not. No, because it's 92 degrees, right? What's that? 92? Find the measure of an angle that's supplementary to XMR. XMR is 120 plus 35, which is 155. So the measure that's supplementary adds to 180 is 25. Cool. Let's go to the other side. Do it. I don't care about this. Not right now. Let's first take a look at these. We want to find x in each one of these diagrams. We're going to skip 3 because actually that's something a little bit different than what we want to deal with. But number 1, is that complementary or supplementary? What is that? Number 2, is it complementary or supplementary? That's what's up. That's up. Number 4, what's that? Count. Number 5, is that what's up? That's what's up. Number 6? Count. Okay, let's go back. What's complementary mean? No, not just 90 degrees. Nope, not the measures. The sum of the measures. Sum of the measures. So we add up the measures. So it's this plus that equals 90. X plus 15 is 90. The two angles add to 90. We solve it. Minus 15, minus 15. What do we get? X is what? 75. Does that answer our question? We're just asked for X. We're not asked what the rest of all the angles are. Yeah. Only different. Number 2. They're supplementary, so what do we do?
Oh, we have to find the value.
Supplementary, what do we do? One add to 180. We solve. Okay, where's the roll partner? Finish the worksheet. We'll talk about this here. I think that's important. We're going to make sure you're with me to the end. The 7 and 8 are clearly much harder than 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so make sure the conversation to that. Okay, so these two are adding up to 9. So we add up to 9. And then, so we just combine that to simplify. Right? So 11x equals 9. X is 9. Okay, the next one, number 5, they add up to 180. They add up to 180 because they're supplementary. 10x plus 10 is 180. So 10x is 170, x is 17. Okay, and the last one, they add up to 90 because they're complementary. So number 6, so it'd be 5x minus 5 equals 90. 5x equals 95. X is 19 then. Okay, by the way, remember when I talked about do it the way I do it? Well, here's the reality. A number 7, I can't just sit there and read that and understand exactly what to do without writing specific things down as I read it. Okay? I think that would be really impressive if you could read that right away and answer what those measures of all 3 of those angles are without really writing any work down. I think that's impressive. That's faster than me. What I need to do is I need to read this in part, and I need to chunk the wording. I need to underline the grouping or circle the groupings of words, and I need to translate that into symbols as I read. If I don't do that as I'm reading it, I'm not going to be successful. Okay? So do it the way I do it. Remember these 2. These 2 are going to add. Supplementary means to add to 180. That's what that means. Measure. On the grade. Those two add the measures close to be 9 complementary. Again, next step. Notice how I'm kind of grouping it, writing it down as thinking about it. Measure angle Z because measure angle T are complementary. Okay, let's go back. Then I have to read the whole thing to see if I can fit it in and see if I can figure out the rest of the problem after I write all that stuff down. I noticed after I read the problem, after I start writing stuff down, I noticed I missed the first part with the measurement is 20. But what I also noticed, because I had already written that stuff down, all I need to look for is spots that have measurement angle P in there. So I just write 28 there. Oh wow, I can find out what measurement angle R is now. 180 minus 28. I can see it then, only because I first wrote down those equations as I was doing it. Do it the way I do it. Okay? So then you can get measurement angle R to be 52. Done. That part's done. Next one. Oh, there's another measurement angle P. P is 28. I can solve it. Minus 28 both sides. Measurement angle T is 62. Then. Done. Now look at the third one, the equation. Notice we have a measurement angle T. That's the same measure as the rest of the stuff. So I'm just going to fill in 62. Measurement angle T is 28. Done. Okay? Again, I can't do that without setting those up first. If I set those up first, I know I'm going to get it right. So do it that way. Number 8. Again, if you read it, S and G are supplementary. That means they add together to be 180. If you don't write this down, you're going to get stuck. You're not going to exactly understand how to do it. But if you did write that down, meaning that they're supplementary, meaning that they add to 180, that means you can take this, stick it in there, take measure of angle G being 15 plus x plus 23, and say that it equals 180. That's an equation you can solve. 21x plus 33 equals 180. 21x equals 147. Divide by 21, x is 7. Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
No, go back. Read it. It says find the measure of each angle. It's not the answer. Measure of angle S is going to be 6 times 7 plus 2 plus 10. 42 plus 10, 52. And 180 minus that will get you a measure of angle G. Do it the way I do it. You do have homework.